What's going on, everybody? Devil's Advocate here. Now, I know I haven't made a video for a very long time. There's a reason for that. So, I woke up this morning and I read an article that made me really want to make a video. And the only way I could think to make this video is to present with a series of questions. So I won't make any accusations. I won't point any fingers. I'll just ask some simple questions. Questions that the average person should be able to ask themselves and see if they can do a little bit of deductive reasoning on what might be going on around here. This morning I read an article about another variant of COVID called the Mu variant, if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's spelled MU, Mu variant of COVID. Dr. Fauci knows about this variant of COVID. The World Health Organization knows about this variant of COVID. And with my research of looking around, I only found one obscure news article of it already being here in the United States with 6 cases. 6 documented cases of this variant. But where is it predominantly? It's predominantly in Ecuador and in Colombia. And that's where it's believed to be originated from. Ecuador and Colombia. Can anybody know that for certain? I'm not sure. So, my questions are, why is the administration allowing this border control, this border crisis to remain completely out of control? Why are they not addressing the situation? Why is it not really a main topic of conversation? Why is this administration turning this COVID thing, this whole COVID pandemic ordeal, into a pissing contest between American citizens? The vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. Why are we creating that dynamic? This dynamic is a fabricated dynamic. This is not a naturally occurring dynamic. So why are we in the position where we feel like we need to protect the vaccinated from the unvaccinated? What is the point of a vaccine? So tell me what the purpose and the point of a vaccine is. And then tell me, why do I need to be protected from the unvaccinated? Are these vaccines not effective? Are these vaccines not doing what they claim to be doing? Why is there no place for the people who have already been proven to have been infected with COVID, given an exemption to opt out of the vaccine? Isn't it now documented that those who have been infected and recovered from COVID are much more resistant, several times over more resistant from a reinfection than those who have been vaccinated? Why is this administration more focused on the American population than on undocumented migrants or illegal aliens flooding into this country? Why do we have more than 10,000 people hanging out underneath the bridge in our southern border? Why is it when news organizations want to cover what's going on at the southern border, the first reaction is to get the FAA to restrict the airspace so drones can't fly in that area to gather footage of what's going on down there? Why is the first reaction to trying for news organizations to try to get answers is to not address the situations, but to cover them up? Is it not a reasonable suspicion that if we have people flooding in from South America, Ecuador, Colombia, where this mu variant of COVID theoretically originated from and predominantly remains, isn't it fair to deduce that it's going to make its way heavily into the United States through that border issue we have going on? That's just COVID. Why do we have local school buses from that area being taken down to that site, packed full of people, and carted off? Where are those people going? Where are you taking those people? Have they been vaccinated? Where are they being taken to? Where are you dumping them off at? What resources do they have? Is it not fair to say that that site down there with tens of thousands of people down there by now, is it not fair to say that that's low-hanging fruit for child trafficking, for sex trafficking, for organ harvesting? Is it not fair to say that if any of those people got snatched up and disappeared, that they would never be seen or heard from again because nobody's going to go looking for them because nobody ever knew they existed in the first place? Is it not fair to say that between a border crisis situation in of itself with national security, the COVID pandemic and its quote-unquote concerns around protecting the American people in this mu variant that's hanging out down there, and trafficking, isn't that fair to say that all these things pose a reasonable concern that is worth addressing head on? It should be at the top of the list of priorities. Some simple questions. I'm not making any accusations. But I think if anybody watching this video took those questions and researched those questions to see what they could find and did some deductive reasoning, it starts to paint a picture. I believe it will start to paint a picture. And I believe that you will probably be able to clearly see exactly what's going on. It's my first time doing this format. I'm going to try to get better at doing my deductive reason question asking method. That way I can try to get back to making videos again. And this is going to be presented in a different manner. And I can feel pretty confident and safe about that method. But until next time, be smart, be safe, take care of yourself, use your brain, and think. Until next time.